Hey, what's up guys? This is Foryam again, back with a new Minecraft Dungeons video. On the 26th of May we got our hands on the Hidden Depths DLC. Probably one of the most ambitious DLCs yet, with some pretty epic new levels to play, and of course where you can find new awesome weapons and armor, which I'm going to showcase in this series. Today we're gonna check out one of them, the Nimble Turtle Armor. So in this short video, I'm gonna talk about everything you need to know about this awesome new unique, where you can find it, which enchantments are gonna be interesting for it, and of course, if it will be interesting for a future build. So guys, let's get right to it. Before we get started, it would be very much appreciated if you could just hit that like button, as I spend a lot of time working on these videos. Of course, if you enjoy watching my content, don't hesitate to subscribe. It is entirely free. Also, a huge thanks to all the members who are currently supporting this channel. You guys are the best. The Nimble Turtle Armor. Boy, oh boy, this one looks so cool. And it's also the last piece of armor, which I'm going to showcase for the Hidden Depths DLC. But guys, seriously, this one is definitely worth getting your hands on. You'll be able to find it on both the Coral Rise and then also on the Radiant Ravine right there. So of course the common or rare variant of the Nimble Turtle Armor is the Turtle Armor. This one has a built-in 35% damage reduction but also a 25% healing boost, which is in my opinion an extremely strong and built-in enchantment, which is also unique to this armor family because we haven't seen it on other armor yet, but of course you will be able to find it on something like the Mystery Armor. So what the healing boost exactly does, let me just equip it for a second. Right now I look like an idiot, but of course if you heal yourself with the Radiance, this will pretty much be an increased 25% heal you get. So let me just jump off this cliff for a second so I'll be able to damage myself a little bit. Wow, man, this sounds so evil, but here we go. So let's jump another time. I think this is gonna be okay. So we currently don't have much HP left, 160,000 in total, but let's double check this, guys. So we have the Fighter's Bindings, tier 3 healing is 216,000, but of course added up with 25, this is going to heal us for more. So if we hit the target there for a second, if the Radiance actually pops up, it will heal us for 189,000. Once again, 189,000. So that means all your healing, also with things like, for example, the Anima Conduit, guys, will be increased by 25%, which is, in my opinion, so nice. Because, guys, seriously, a 6% of max health per soul healed plus 25% is actually 7.5% of the max health per soul. This is so nice. You can also combine this with things like, for example, the leeching. So with leeching, we have a 9% of the mob's max HP. Increase that with 25%, you get 11.25, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. So right now we're just talking about the Turtle Armor, so you can definitely tell that this piece of armor is already insanely strong because it also makes you quite tanky. Nevertheless, of course, the Nimble Turtle Armor looks a lot more badass, but the built-in enchantment of this one, in my opinion, is a little bit disappointing. This one has a boost speed after hit. This is pretty much the rush enchantment. Increases the movement speed for 1 second after you take damage. So it has a plus 30% movement speed. I think on tier 3 it is a pretty cool enchantment because you will get a plus 90% movement speed. But on tier 1 I am not really sure about it. But of course if you think about it, right now we move extremely slow with this piece of armor. If you actually use something like the Boots of Swiftness, this one has pretty much the same effect. You will get a pretty nice movement speed. So with a tanky piece of armor you will still be able to move quite fast through the levels. So let me just travel to the mainland and show you guys exactly how this works on the Apocalypse level 7 plus 20. So we just want to get ourselves slapped by some zombies, right? So I'm just going to stand right here. Bam, there we go. So that is the effect which we get with the flea. Pretty cool. And if you use the Boots of Swiftness, it's also quite similar. And of course, with the healing, it's going to be increased by 25%, which is going to be great. But if we have a look at the Splendid Robe for a second with a tier 3 rush, guys, this is so much cooler. I mean, let's get hit for a second. And wow, man, the sprint boost on this one is so nice. Man, I look like my old character. I mean, this is always the item which I wear as favorite piece of armor. This was my speedrun gear with artifact cooldown and melee damage. Anyways, back to the Nimble Turtle Armor. I think this is a very awesome new tanky armor. If you can get your hands on a gilded item with another built-in enchantment, boy oh boy, you can definitely make an extremely powerful piece of armor with this one. Of course, since it's a tanking item, I would suggest put the final shout on it. When your health drops below 25%, all your artifacts are used, ignoring cooldown periods. If you combine this, guys, with something like, let's see, the Soul Healer, right? I currently don't have this item with me, so that's a shame. But the Soul Healer pretty much heals you every time when your artifacts get triggered by the final shout. And this healing will also be increased, so that can be pretty cool. Next up, we have Chilling. Makes you extremely tanky on the highest Apocalypse Plus difficulties, with the emitting a blast every 2 seconds that reduces the movement speed and attack speed of nearby enemies for 1 second. I mean, on the highest difficulty, they move very fast, they hit very fast, so this can be extremely useful. And then, of course, if you're going for a build with some thorns, you can deal damage to your enemies. If you're a big fan of potion barrier and seriously refreshment builds in general, definitely make sure to check out the top right of the screen, but seriously, this is such a powerful enchantment as well. Whenever you use a healing potion, you take minus 90% damage for a short duration, 9 seconds in total. So if you just keep refreshing your cooldown on your potion, well, you'll be able to pretty much spam this one 24/7. Of course, this is a weapon enchantment, so definitely don't mix it up with anything else. And then also a pretty undervalued enchantment in my opinion, Snowball. Fires a snowball at a nearby enemy every few seconds to briefly stun them. Every single second, guys, on the maximum tier. This can help you big time if you have trouble with creepers and levels. It saved my ass many times. So in general, I think the Nimble Turtle Armor looks pretty funky, but it's not one of my favorites. I mean, you have the turtle head sticking out of it right there. It looks a little bit odd, but of course, if you don't have a six-pack in real life, this one does give you one in-game. Virtual six-pack, guys, virtual six-pack. Alright, so there you have it, pretty much everything you need to know about this awesome new unique. Did you already find it and which enchantments were on it? Well, just leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this new item, and of course, if you're interested in another one of the Hidden Depths DLC, every single one of them will follow in the coming days. Guys, a big thanks for watching. Definitely make sure to hit that like button if this video was useful for you, and of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. A lot more is coming your way. Right now it's 4 AM out, so time to work on my next project. I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.